State your name and what do you do for a living?
My name's Elijah Mason. I go by TCO. I am an actor, rapper, singer, director, writer.
Okay. Second question is, your mom passed away not too long after you were born. What was it like growing up with your only father in the household in Wilcox County, Alabama?
Ah, it was a struggle, um, but everybody finds their way. Uh, at the time, my dad really wasn't a dad either, so it wasn't really a single parent home. It was a no parent home. But fortunately enough, I was blessed with a lot of teachers who cared for me, and people in the South know about Southern hospitality and community. And I was blessed with a great community and people who brought me in as their son and accepted me in that fashion.
Okay, so you say you're a writer, or you say you're a director, and so the next question is, your stage name is TCO, correct?
Yes.
So for the people out there, what does TCO stand for?
TCO stands for the chosen one. Uh, for me, it stands for the people. It means I was chosen to take a higher ground, feel the feelings that the modern day male is scared to feel and denies every day.
Okay, that basically, and with you saying that basically leads me to my next question. Why did you come up with the name?
Because I feel like I'm chosen. I feel like God picked me, or if people don't believe in God, you know, whoever they believe in, a higher up, picked me to lead the masses out of the dark stage in life that we're in, one that's filled with hate and where we don't understand love and we're scared to feel and we have no hope. And I am, I believe I'm the guy that stand in front of the world and say we can do
Okay, and so next question is, you and I were classmates all through our grade school, from second grade when I met you, out basically all the way up to graduate of high school, and you used to be in class on writing songs, and also we did plays together. We did a Christmas Carol, and we did High School Musical. So 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 with me, me myself and the people want to know is, what made you want to get into music and acting?
it. It's just, you said it, it started there. Uh, I've always had a love for acting. I've always had a love for singing. I mean, I just never had the guts at the time to go for it. And I've always been a person that loves spotlight. So it all ended up working out. I fell in love with acting and singing after we did High School Musical, after I did The Wizard of Oz at Wilcox County. Once I did those two plays and got a taste of it, I was like, I want to do this on a bigger stage because, as you know, our school didn't have, we had a good, nice auditorium, but it didn't, the stuff in it didn't work. So the lights didn't
Yeah,
work, the things didn't work
yeah.
to make it an actual show. And I just saw something so much bigger in those moments. I was like, this could be bigger. What if this what if I could fill this whole auditorium up? What if I can get 100, 300, 400 people in the stands clapping and cheering and laughing and crying? And I fell in love with it. So from there, I decided to take my career to the next level. I said, this is what I'm going to do. And I didn't want to be stuck behind a desk for the rest of my life. Couldn't see myself doing that. I couldn't see myself working on a computer for the rest of my days. I definitely couldn't see myself picking up manual labor every day, going out and do that. No way. So I was like, this is what I love to do. I love to please the people. So let's go with it.
Okay, so after you graduated from Wilcox Central, um, where did you attend college at?
Ah, After I got finished with Wilcox Central, I proceeded back to New Jersey where I attended, which at the time was called Cumberland County College, under the direction of Deborah Bradshaw, my acting instructor, theater instructor at the time. I spent 2 years there. I did several plays, one musical, toured the East Coast with the musical, performed at Disney, took a little bit off, a few months off, and then I attended the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts in Manhattan, New York. And those are the two schools that I attended since then.
So what was that experience like? Like, 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 how fun was it? Because I know it was fun. So it's like, basically what I'm trying to say is like, what was your experience like going to those schools?
Fun. I don't know. I had some good times, but being an actor is very challenging. You know, people think, you know, the world perceives you as very differently when you're an actor, and when you walk into a room full of higher up people and you're like, oh, what's your profession? Oh, I'm an actor. And you're sitting there with business moguls and people who do computer science and doctors and aspiring lawyers. They look at you like you don't know a lot, you know, like you're not as smart as them. So that came a lot with it. People thinking they're very smarter than me, and which it is what it is. But you know me from high school, regardless of the books and the grades, I've never been dumb.
No,
I just don't care about the books. I just don't care about the multiple choice questions. You can have them, but it did come with some good time. I met some great friends. Well, not even friends anymore. They're family now. At my first school, Cumberland County, I ended up getting my first girlfriend after high school. I told you I was gonna do it. I went and did it. Things didn't work out. Hurt me pretty bad, so that ruined a little bit of that experience. After that, I graduated with honors, and I felt like I was ready to take the next step. But where the real feeling came in when your boy decided to move to New York. New York took a whole different toll on me, showed me a whole different world, a whole different set of standards that you must meet in the world. Because you go to New York City, it's not Alabama no more. You know, I walked around the halls of Alabama where I knew I was the best actor. I knew I could sing and do everything in the room. I was pretty much that guy walking that hall. To New York City, where everybody is that guy. So it's stressful. You know, it can be fun, but it comes with a lot of stress. Everybody has talent. Oh, everybody. I met people 40, 50, 60 still pursuing acting dreams. I'm talking about I'm in classes with 50-year-olds who can do this, really do this stuff. So it's stressful. It's a journey. It could have been more fruitful. And mind you, I did do that part of my life when COVID first hit. So COVID did take a very large toll on that, but we had a lot of fun, a lot of taking this journey that I've taken. We got to understand self-discipline. It's easy to get caught up out here. In this life I live, I'm an entertainer. It's a lot of parties. It's a lot of women. It's a lot of drugs. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of backstabbing. It's a lot of unloyal people. People want to take advantage of you. So when you say how fun that was for you, when you ask that question, it's like, it was a good time, but this life comes with a lot of stress. So when you see entertainers, I know I pay attention to your Facebook page talking about depression, anxiety, et cetera, is real. And it gets even more real as you progress up the ladder. The bigger you are, the harder it is.
Yeah. What I basically be trying to get through to people on my Facebook page is, you know, a lot of people really walk around thinking that money buys happiness, and it's like I just be asking the question, well, if that's really the case, then why do you have so many celebrities suffer from depression? Why do you have so many celebrities doing things like committing suicide, things like that. I just don't think that money really buys happiness. And like you said, like being in that particular field, like it definitely has its cons.
Yeah, I don't know. I do, however, think money can buy happiness. I don't agree with you on that aspect of life. It's just the rest of it. Because money does make you very happy. Money makes me happy. Money relieves stress that you alleviate stress that you have. Like if I had money, I wouldn't have as much stress as I have. The
That's true.
debts, the bills, the where my next car note coming from, how I'm gonna pay the rent. I
That's true.
I'm an actor. I can't even live in New York because it's too expensive. Can't move to LA because it's too expensive. I can't take a week off of work to go shoot this movie because I got bills to pay. And right now I'm not at a stage in my life where people are signing $2 million checks every time I appear on screen. Right now it's unpaid. You get on screen, it's unpaid. You trying to build a name. So money does buy happiness and alleviate stress in that. It's just everything else that you don't take account for. Because as actors,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
are learned, we are we are taught to feel. I went to a school to those barriers that I built in high school from being bullied, from being looked down on, from girls passing me over. I had to break those down and get to the stage I am today where I can feel everything everybody is feeling in a room. I'm a very empathetic person. So every entertainer really is, and we feel everything, which is hard when you got a million fans, and not only a million fans, you got a million haters. They body shaming you, they weight shaming you, they watching everything you do in life, they calling out every mistake. Your mistakes are pointed out way more than your successes. Like Drake said, Drake had a quote says, "They whisper my success and scream out my accomplishments."
Yeah,
It is true in this industry.
yeah, he said that at 6 p.m. in New York.
Yeah. So all of that leads to people committing suicide and entertainers being depressed, and because we read those comments. At the end of the day, we here to please people. We want you to. I want you to like my music. I want you to like the movie I'm in. I
Very
want you
much.
to like me as a person. And I, most of all, I want you to understand I'm a human being just like you. I'm not your monkey. I'm not your lap dog. I'm not. Yeah, I got a lot of money, and I'm happy I can take my family out the hood, take my family to places, build a life where my kids don't have to struggle. But a lot of people get beat down, you know, and then you fall off and it's never the same, you know, they start taking advantage of you.
That's true, man. So you have a few projects out now. And what are they called?
So I started off with the journey, and after the journey, I moved to the saga that would change my career and my life, I believe. Open up a whole new perspective of my music career, which is Frozen Heart. Uh, Frozen Heart Volume One came out first. Frozen Heart Volume Two just dropped months ago, and then I just put out Split Personalities, and now Book of Eli is in the work.
Okay. Do these projects reference any time period in your life?
Yes, they very much do so. The journey really just wasn't my best music. Mind you, I was just starting, learning
Right.
myself, learning my sound, learning who I wanted to be as an artist, but the message was still there. Like I still remember to this day, um, a song on the journey I have called Sin City
Hmm.
talks about betrayal, the evils that lie within the world from me moving from Alabama to the North. The journey was just the trail I've took to get to where I've gotten. And I've done a lot. I've done fair share of lying, fair share of missteps and mistakes, and the path to love and the pain and the hurt that I've endured was the journey. And then Frozen Heart came because, again, you've been knowing me for quite a few times, quite a long time, many years.
Hmm.
Frozen Heart came from the, if you remember Matisha, me
Yep.
me liking her, for so many years, her never giving me a chance. And
Yeah.
then the high school, all
Mhm.
those girls you saw me fall for quick, never gave me a chance, yada yada. When I got to New Jersey, my first love, breaking my heart, cheating on me, yada yada. Getting to New York, girls still playing games. And mind you, in between those things, I've had chances with other women that I just turned down because they weren't my type, weren't my style. But that's where Frozen Heart came from. Frozen Heart is something where guys we can go be simps. Like, we can go talk about how they ain't never mess with us and they ain't never like us, and oh, I want to love but they keep hurting me, and this is why I'm closed off. And it's just uh a paying homage to the guy who paved the way for me, Drake. Honestly, it was that point in my life where I'm saying, okay, I don't want to be that over kind of Drake. I don't want to be that thank me later guy. I don't see myself ever being that if you're reading this, you're too late guy. I can rap. I really can, but that's not where my heart at. So I I lean more towards views. I studied it. I learned it. The mellowness, the lo-fi, the low vibes, that cold atmosphere. And I knew I wanted to talk about my heart. And once I studied views and I looked at all the songs and I was just like, a lot of this just feels like winter. It just feels cold, winter, out in the snow by yourself. So that's where Frozen Heart came from. And the Book of Eli is just a homage to myself. It's called Book of Eli, uh, Chapter 1. It'll be a saga 2. Who am I? Uh, it is the album is his name. Who am I? Because as an actor, you struggle with who you are. As
Yeah.
a person, you struggle with who you are. Like, am I really this nice guy, or am I just pretending to be this nice guy? Do I really want love, or am I saying that I want love, but I'm really just searching for lust? And that's gonna be the whole album. Why am I depressed? Why I got anxiety? Why I got stress? Why I put pressure? And then the EP that I just dropped was Split Personalities.
Yeah.
It came from a lot of my albums. You'll get what they came from in their name, Split Personalities. It's the personality, it's my both halves. One half is fighting for love, one half is fighting for lust, one hates the world, one loves the world. Just simple stuff like that. So that is a rundown of what every one of those means.
Okay. So next question. So a lot of people, including myself, like think that you look just like Drake. And sometimes you can even act like him. And Drake just happens to be your favorite artist, correct?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. And how do you feel about people telling you that?
I think that is the biggest compliment anybody could ever get in their life. I mean, shit. I've spent my whole life modeling my life around his, and just moving to New York, I learned that was the wrong way to do things. I can love Drake and love myself just as much. So for all the people that are gonna watch this and is gonna pay attention to me in the future, and all the people that I want to look up to me, I want them to understand that don't try to be like me. It's cool, it's fun to want to look like me, want to act like me, do different things and model your game after me. But don't try to be me, because it's only one person. It's only gonna be one Drake. I had to learn that the hard way. It's only gonna be one Drake. Drake's path was Drake's path for a reason. I gotta walk Elijah's path. I can't take it the way Drake took it. But it has been one of the biggest compliments of my life. I think Drake is a very good looking guy. So when people tell me I look like Drake, it's a compliment to me. I'm like, okay, so you think I look good? So all right, thank you, appreciate that. And
Yeah.
when I act like Drake, it's just I'm an actor for a living. I don't think people are ever gonna really understand how I can switch myself in any room. You're like, you've been there with me. I can be as loud, as reckless as they come, but I can walk in a professional setting and switch it like that.
Yeah.
Like it ain't nothing. I can talk with mind you, the white people. I can get as business as possible. I can throw on a tux and look like the smartest man in the room. I can use big words. Or I can get right with you and I can be competitive and I can dumb it down a bit and have country talk and do whatever. So me acting like Drake is just another one of those things that I just had to have had the luxury to be able to pull off in my life.
Okay, so you kind of touched on what I'm about to ask next a little bit already, but I'll still ask you. The question is, what are your thoughts on the music industry?
It's dangerous, man. It very much is. Yeah, you know, it's hard and it's dangerous. So I'm first, before I touch on the dangerous, I want to touch on how hard it is. People don't support you, man, until you big. You know, that's why it's so hard. Like, people see how big Drake is. People see how big Lamar is. People see how big Cole is. People see how big 21 Savage and Lil Baby and Dub Baby and all these people are. But they weren't always this big. And why weren't they always this big? Because they didn't have that support. But what they did have is a strong core group. A lot of us young artists don't have that strong core group. Because mind you, I moved from Alabama to New Jersey to New York. So my roots are everywhere, but I'm not supported everywhere. Like, you're probably one of the only people in Alabama that knew me, that still listen to my music. Mm-hmm. Like, they have me on Facebook, yep, but they scroll right past the links. They scroll right past, and even so, they might tap in for one song, 2 songs, and it's not their style, so they don't share it or they don't give it another chance. And mind you, I make a lot of music that you got to listen to over. None of my music is going to hit you that first time, except for like songs like you like Chase the Bag and Out the Dirt. That'll hit you those times because those are those type songs. But a lot of the music I make are, for example, you listen to Drake. If I go back and I look at views as my primary example, because if I look at views on the album views, the song views, I didn't like that much the first time. I ain't like it that much the second time. I ain't like it that much the third time. But over time, going back and listening to it, now I'm like, oh, I get it now. You know what? That actually hit different. That he actually really talking about something, because I took the time to listen to it multiple times. So it can be hard in this industry because your friends, as you start, not really gonna do that for you. They're gonna be too busy worrying about listening to the next Drake album, the next Kendrick album, Cole album, Lil Baby, Dub Baby. They too busy supporting the other artists that are already big in this industry. That's what we do as a community, though. We support the people that are already they got support. Why we supporting them? They got 1 million fans. You can't even support the dude right next to you. When I get on, everybody gets on around me. But we don't think like that. We don't believe in that. And that's why I'm not where I should be, genuinely. Because I think my music is at a spot where I can be on a public radio. I have the look to get in front of audiences. I appeal to every culture. I appeal to both genders. I can make music all around. Mm-hmm. I can be on a stage. I can perform, but I don't have that support from the people that I considered in the past, my core group, to be in that position. So that makes it hard. It's hard. It's a struggle. And you get burnt out, writer block. You can't always write songs. And mind you, as an artist, even as a reporter, because you want to be a reporter, I believe. Yeah. You can't do this type of stuff if you don't go live life. And it's hard to live life when you broke, you're struggling, and you got bills and yada yada. Like, it's hard to live life. And as a musician, you get burnt out because you run out of stuff to talk about. Like, I can't talk about my same ex on the next album. Like, they tired of hearing about the same ex. They done heard about this girl 17 times already. They like, move on, bro. it's like you got to find new stuff to write about. And the dangerous part is like I said earlier, people try to take advantage of you. And being broke is like drowning. Somebody offered you a hand and you drowning, you gonna grab it. So you walk into a room, and I've been broke for, and I'm one that already say I might mess up like that. I probably will mess up like that. And I'm okay with that at this point in life, because I just have to work it out and figure out my way out of it. Like Young Thug, he went and signed the worst deal ever, 360. He made his, but he had a plan. So it's like drowning. You step into that room, you've been broke all your life, and here's somebody right here across the table with a suitcase, $500,000 in it right now. Sign a piece of paper. I'm not reading that piece of paper. Nigga, sign. You had it and give me that money, man. I don't know what I just signed. I don't care what I just signed. I got this $500,000 though. We out the hood now. And that's how people think. So it's dangerous, because I can't tell you not to think that way, because I think that way. And I understand why you think that way. You've been drowning all your life. You got debt. Your mama got debt. Your daddy got debt. You want a life. You want to go have some fun. You sick of working this 9 to 5. You sick of flipping burgers at Wendy's and McDonald's. So the second somebody hands you a piece of paper saying, I got X amount of money for you, you gonna sign it, man. You're not gonna turn it down. You know, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna turn it down. It wouldn't be me. I'm gonna stay independent. Man, bull crap. If a label called you in tomorrow, had $1 million sitting in a briefcase right next to you, and said, sign this 6-album deal, you don't receive none of the residuals, and you be working half of your life to get out this deal, if you don't work the right way, you still signing it. Because all that matters is that $1 million sitting right next to you. So it's dangerous. It is.
Yeah. You said some deep stuff there, man. Like, I mean, I kind of knew it was that dangerous, but at the same time, I didn't know. Ooh. So that leads me to my next question. Do you believe some of the things that other people say about the industry, like, in other words, like, of course, you got the number one thing that people say about the music industry, and that's being part of the Illuminati. So yeah. I mean, like, so do you think it's real?
That's a hard thing for me to say. I look at my idols. There are signs. If you watch conspiracy theories videos and you're the type of person who goes deep into it and look into it like that, then sure. I don't think everybody's evil. I don't think everybody has false intentions. I think there's definitely higher ups controlling things. And if you piss them off, you don't have a career. If you piss them off, you can lose family.
Yeah.
You can be killed. If you get into a room and you see something you're not supposed to see, you can be killed. If you do the wrong things, that's just how it works, man. You know, it may be real. Like I said, it may not be real. I can't tell you, because I haven't touched bases with that. I haven't made it to the part of my career where I've stepped into those rooms. Like, you have my favorite comedian, like Cat Williams, who made it to some of those places and stepped into some of those rooms, and he says it's real. A lot of people say it is real.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't made it to those places to say that it ain't real or it is real. I can only tell you that the signs and signals point to there is something going on. And whenever there is money, there is evil. And whenever there's money, there's a lot going on in the background. Always, I think people should always remember that. Wherever you see money, it ain't all good, man. It ain't all good. Never, it never is, it never will be, it never has been. If somebody got a lot of, dating back to the old ages, the white people had a lot of money. What was behind it? Slavery. Like, these people in the industry got a lot of money. It ain't all just because they music. It ain't all just because they look good. It may be sex. It may be bribes. and maybe this, and maybe that. It's just how it goes, man. You know, and if you feel like you can live with that, live with that. If you can't, then this ain't the industry for you. I've come to an agreement with myself, my body, my mind, my soul, Jesus, God, whoever you believe in, that I can handle it. And if I take the wrong path, he'll lead me back.
Most definitely. So what's next? What's next for TCO? Like any upcoming projects besides because you already talked about the Book of Eli coming up, but do you have anything coming up besides the Book of Eli? Like any music videos and any acting gigs or anything like that?
I will be. I just started getting back into auditioning, putting in applications for movies and TV shows.
Okay.
I haven't received any self-tape auditions yet.
Okay.
Alexa, stop. Okay. I haven't received anything in that nature. They come and they go. It's a business, you know. People, you don't fit a type, you don't fit a type. You don't look the part, you don't look the part, you can't get the role. So it come and goes. As far as music, I got a lot of big things planned this summer. So many things coming. Obviously, I've talked about the Book of Eli, so no need to talk about that.
Right.
After the Book of Eli, I have a mixtape coming out called The Chosen One. Then after that, right before the winter hits, Frozen Heart Volume 3, the trilogy, will definitely be dropping. All 3 albums, by the way, have been written and completed already. They just sitting in my pad waiting for me to get to the studio. Music videos are definitely coming. I also have a collab album with my brother, my backbone, my ride or die, FBA. We're dropping a collab project this summer. Probably be like 7, 8 songs. And we're gonna do some music videos for that. The lead single off of my album coming up, The Book of Eli, Sad Girls Love Money, with QV, another one of my brothers, another one of my backbone people. He's flying in from Atlanta to New Jersey. Gonna stay with me. We're gonna shoot the video for that this summer. Me and FBA gonna shoot some videos off of that collab tape. And my podcast just got up and running. So, and between all of that, I'll be podcasting, I'll be writing, I'll be doing whatever I can do to stay creative in a sense.
That was up, man. You know, keep doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you, you know. And next question is, if you can, if you want to, spit a few bars for the people out there. Like
spit a few bars off the top of my head.
I mean, like they ain't gotta be out the dome, but like they could be for like some of the songs that you've already recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can give you a taste of the next album if that's what you're asking for. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it could be that. I mean, it could be upcoming songs or it could be songs from the past.
Okay. No, yeah, I definitely can give you something off the new album. I got my beats list right here already.
All right.
I stay loaded up. So actually I will give you the Sad Girls Love Money preview. This is gonna be my lead single off of my album Book of Eli. I think it's gonna be a very good one. I give you the hook and my voice might be a little rusty this morning though, but I'll take it. I know you got a bad reputation. You came into my city on vacation with you and your friends. It's me and my mans. I know that you heard that I run the summer. The way you move your body makes me wonder. So are you down to ride? Tell me what's the vibes, girl. I know you got a bad reputation. You came into my city on vacation with you and your friends. Hey, it's me and my mans. I know that you heard that I run the summer. The way you move your body makes me wonder. So are you down to ride? Tell me what's the vibe? Yeah, are you down to ride? Can me and my niggas slide? I promise I work the time. I want you when you want me. I see it up in your eyes. Our bodies are synchronized. Let me dive straight in. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got.
Okay, oh boy. Sound like they're gonna be a hit already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be one of the. I think that's gonna be a very classic song. I don't think me and QV ever gotten a chance to get on a type of beat like that. So I wanted to really get him on something that I think will shake the summer up a little bit, just a little bit. I wanted to throw in the album was a bit of a depressing down album, but I wanted to get in a mellow, fast-paced, nice groove song, and I think that's the one. Plus Varkis is gonna be on it, so it's like me and him have done Look in My Eyes, which was a pretty sad song. We done Destin, which I really took the path I wanted to talk about injustice in the Black community on that one. This one I said, I need to get you on a party song. I need to get you. I'm like Drake talked about the song Talk Up with Hove when he did it on Scorpion. And he was like, I had to get Hove on one of those bangers. I feel like I needed to get Varkis on one of those bangers. So I heard this, I was like, this the one.
Okay. And who would you like to give a shout out to?
All my peoples, man. FBA, QV, Matt Unique, both of my friends, Josh, because I got two friends named Josh. The people that no matter what support the music, no matter what they give constructive criticism, they're here, they pay attention, they listen. These are the people that when I do make it in the industry, I know I can trust, you know. And shout out to those people that I know I can trust because I'm in an industry where it's hard to trust a lot of people. I think that's why I've been searching for love so much and I make heartbreaking music because I get my heart broken a lot because I'm searching for love so fast because I understand the fact that I'm gonna be the biggest artist in the world one day, hopefully one day soon. And with that, what comes with that is a lot of lies, a lot of unloyal people. And I want to find love before I get there because I want to know that if the money goes away, you're still there. And same thing with my friends. So these people that I just shouted out, thank you. I'm proud of each and every one of them. They got their thing going on. You know, FBA releasing music every day. He just dropped No Surprise. I think last week, Matt Unique just dropped Can't Slime You a couple days ago. QV dropped his first project a couple months ago called Stick to the Plan on all platforms. All these songs on all platforms. You can check them out. But yeah, those are the people I wanted to shout out there. I want to shout you out, man. Thank you for coming to me, bringing me here, asking me questions. It's always good to hear an old voice, see an old face, and see people still doing good. Because I don't talk to many of our classmates anymore. So I don't know what people are doing in their life. I hope everybody is good. Everybody's staying safe. But yeah.
Okay, and what can the people follow TCO at?
The people can follow me everywhere. My IG handle is the official with 3 L's TCO. Facebook. I think my account is private, but I'm probably gonna change that. Just Elijah Mason. That's my name, real name, of course. Outside of that, my Snapchat is Elijah RKO. And yeah, those are 3 things that I use.
Okay, and one more question before we get up out of here. Who your top 5 rappers? I mean, I ain't gonna say rappers. I don't want to limit it to just rappers. Yeah, I'm gonna just say rappers. You top 5 rappers all time, not just in this generation, but all time.
That's a tough one, but unbiased Drake is my number 1.
Okay.
Unbiased Drake is still my number 1.
Okay.
They can call it what they want to, but you've never seen an artist as versatile as Drake ever. People want to point the mic. Nah, not close anymore. It's just not close anymore. You never seen the guy that can sing, rap, do the things he do, accents, this, that, and still pull it off and still be great.
So with that being said, let me ask you this then. Okay. So of course, I can't disagree with you there. Like Drake, Drake is definitely probably the most versatile artist ever. And as far as like singing and rapping and doing all this stuff, but what would be your response to somebody saying, well, if that's the case, then why does Drake write his own music? What would be your response to that? Because you got a lot of people saying that it's hard it's hard to rank Drake above a lot of rappers because he does write his own music, but it's like you also have other rappers that don't write their own music. Let's see. I think Kanye doesn't write his own music, and you have yeah. So what will be your response to
With the utmost disrespect, I would
that?
tell them, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
This isn't your industry.
Hmm.
You can't tell me about my industry and my field. And honestly, you just can't tell me about Drake. I know too much. You're gonna discredit him for collaborating with Quentin Miller on If
Hmm.
You're Reading This Is Too Late.
Right.
If that's what you wanted to do, and that's how you're gonna write him off, you was gonna write him off anyways. Because that tells me you were just looking for anything to already write him off because you didn't want him to be in that spot, which you can't do because the greats don't write their own stuff. Like you said, Kanye doesn't write his stuff. Drake has written for a lot of people. Drake has written for Kanye. Drake has written for Alicia Keys. Drake has written for several people in this industry that goes unnoticed because
Right. Hmm.
it doesn't matter. Hove hasn't written everything he wrote. Like, I love Hove, but Hove ain't wrote all the shit he wrote. Like, so yeah, get on it. They can say that, but come on, real people who know the music industry, real people, the kings of this shit, the dons of it, the real OGs. No, ain't nobody ever in history wrote every single line of every single one of their songs. Come on,
Right.
man.
What about 2 through 5? Because you said Drake number one.
Ah, so I got Drake at 1.
Okay.
2, I guess I gotta go Hove.
Okay.
3, I gotta go Weezy. 4, I gotta go Nas. And 5, I'm gonna have to go Eminem.
So Drake, you said Drake, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Nas, and Eminem.
Yeah,
So what would you rank artists like Tupac and Biggie? What would
they
you
don't
rank
get
them?
ranked. I don't give them ranks. Simple as that. They don't deserve them. I love them. The music they made was very great, timeless music. Don't get me wrong. But again, me being in the industry, me connecting with people in the industry, musicians all over the world, I think it's a world renowned thing that we cannot put them there. We love their music. The OGs are gonna put them there and they're gonna say, oh, nobody, you really can't say that. They dropped one album. You know, how are you gonna put, as classic as All Eyes on Me is, as classic as Ready to Die is, how can you just put that one thing over all the Blueprint albums by Jay-Z? 3 of them, 444, Watch the Throne. How are you gonna put that over stuff like not only Thank Me Later, If You're Reading This Is Too Late, Views, More Life, Scorpion, Certified Lover Boy, etc., etc. These six,
I
seven
love
albums.
Scorpion.
Uh, Eminem, Recovery, the Real Slim Shady Show, uh, all of these things. These bodies are the catalogs. They have catalogs of great music for decades, for years. They was popping for Tupac and Biggie was popping for like 2 years, 3 years. These artists have been popping for all of their lives. Who you can't like, and I can't predict the future. I can only say they had good music during that time frame, and for that time frame, they were great. But longevity, man, it's the same reason why LeBron to go. Like, you've been doing it for 20 years, you ain't fell off. Nigga, win or loss, Grammy or no Grammy, Oscar or no Oscar. Like, you the best to do this. So I can't put them up there. They didn't like live a long enough life. RIP to both of them. Their music is iconic, legendary, always forever will be great music. But I can't say they're one of my top fives for the simple fact that they just didn't do it long enough.
Yeah, speaking of longevity, that's why that's why that's why a lot of people are getting offended when I say that Drake is, in my opinion, Drake is the best. It's the best artist in this generation because think about it. Let's travel back in time all the way back to February of 09 when he dropped So Far Gone, right? Now, let me ask you this, and here's what you fair to realize. From So Far Gone all the way up to certified lover boy. And that 12-year and that 12-year span, name me 1 year where Drake hasn't been hot in that 12-year span.
You can't name that because it's not
exactly.
possible.
Exactly.
But people don't care about that because they're gonna use the fact that he makes so-called music for white people. He don't make music for black people, which is very much not true. I just put that narrative to rest. It's not true. Drake make music for everybody. You just don't like it because it ain't your hard music. You just mad because Drake ain't rapping about how many guns he shooting, how many girls he effing, how many drugs he do, yada yada. Right. And that's more power to you. If that's what you like, that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get mad at you. This is an opinion-based entertainment industry. And so if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You're right to it. But Drake hasn't fallen off. Drake won't fall off until he gets ready to retire. Why? He's like, I can't think of a creature that's like him in a food chain, but he adapts. He's an adapter. We go where the industry moves. You see, Drake started off one way, transitioned to another way.
Which is why people are calling him a culture vulture.
Which ain't true. You got to look at the real definition of a culture vulture, you know, and then you'll understand. Drake has paid homage. I had this talk with FBA the other day because they like to pick on me about it and they like just say stuff like that too. But you can't be a culture vulture if you pay homage. Like Drake has put people on the tracks with him from those genres of music. Drake has given money to those communities. The real G's of those communities have stuck up for Drake, have came out for Drake to say stuff good about them. You know, Drake travel anywhere. Like if Drake was a real culture vulture and people had those problems with him in those areas, then Drake wouldn't be allowed in those areas. Drake wouldn't be welcome in Jamaica, UK, the islands, as he is. Like Drake go over there and they welcome the man with open arms, and all the real G's is hooking him up and dapping him up, and he walking through the hoodest of the hoods over there because he good. You can't be a culture vulture when it's like that.
And it's like if that's the case, then wouldn't it be safe to call Wayne a culture vulture? Wouldn't it be safe to call Dirk a culture vulture? Because based off the definition that on the people think that a culture vulture is because if you follow Dirk, this man is doing music with damn near everybody you can think of like this man is doing music with other rappers, of course, R&B singers, pop singers. This man Dirk has even done songs with country singers. So it's like if you're calling Drake culture vulture, then you should be calling Wayne a culture vulture. You should be calling Dirk a culture vulture. You should be calling Chris Brown a culture vulture. Rihanna, all these artists who have done music with people that are most definitely outside of their culture.
Yeah, I mean, you can look. That is one way to look at it. But at the end of the day, it's about expansion, man. It's about expanding your horizon. People don't like to see you break out of a box. No, you know, that's life.
Right. Yeah, right.
Like they are mad because Drake didn't decide to stay in that soft, vulnerable box that they wanted him to be in. They wanted him to stay in the light skin lane. Don't tap into this. Don't tap into that. Like that's how people are. People like you to just stay in your lane. That's why when people, I don't pay no mind when people tell me like, they like Drake old music. They wish Drake could go back to the old Drake. I'm like, people grow, man. What you mean? You just haven't taken the time to listen to the music, but the music is better. I think Drake music now is better than he's ever made it before because he's at a different stage in life. It ain't about what you're hearing, it's about what he's been through, and he's transitioned. Every artist does. They're not even about Drake. When you first get into the industry, you're stuck in a box. It's a box. You're this type of artist, you make this type of music, this is your niche. As soon as you decide to, okay, I'm gonna step outside this box real quick. I want to try something. I like this artist, so hey, let's go here. I think I can pop on some country stuff. I think I could pop on some dance hall reggaeton stuff. Let me try. People don't want you to do that because then it's like, oh, now he's bigger. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and no, I can't do nothing about it. And I'm not one of the reasons why he's getting bigger. So that's just how that is as an artist.
All right, well, there you have it, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking time out today to do this interview with me.
Always, man.
And for the people out there, yeah, make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all follow TCO. I'll be dropping your social media down in the description. So make sure you send that to me.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Always, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you too, man. You stay up, you keep grinding, doing your thing, and one thing to everybody out there watching, patience is key, man. You don't get nowhere without waiting. So enjoy the journey. Don't look at the end goal, like Drake said. Since we talked quite a bit about Drake, you look at the end goal, you miss everything in the present. Pay attention.
That's true. All right, man. Peace.
All right, deuces, man.
All right.